It's in Khatib founder of Zars Trade. This morning in the academy, we had the first live trading session for the academy specifically in the Zars Trade academy that I have. Now this was pretty interesting, and we took 2 trades. And one of the guys in the academy said that the biggest lesson he got from today's session, he didn't stay the whole time, but the biggest thing he learned was to be patient. So I want to show you why this is crucial with a trade that we took today, and I want to show you with this one trick that you can use to be more patient a little bit. So we'll do that right now. This is the trading question. So we were on USD CAD, and the session opened at 8 a.m., the New York session. So I'll just maybe draw a quick line so you get an idea of time. So 8 a.m. is right there. Now, in the early session, right, things move really, really sideways, and we're consolidating. And so at some point we saw this big bearish candle, and at some point we saw this big bearish engulfing candle, right? This is a good sign of pressure from the sellers, but we're still sideways, so I didn't take any trade at that point. And then we moved into the session, and we really had to wait a long time here because this was from 8 to probably, gonna make a guess here, probably to 9:30 and even 10. Alright, so this is even past 10, I would say. Yeah. This is past 10, and then we're waiting for this sort of pullback to the moving average, or sort of retracement in that case. So we're waiting. Then we get this big bearish engulfing candle. And then I say, all right, this is time to enter the market, right? This is a good trade. We have a bounce on the moving average plus bearish engulfing, so it's a good setup. Now we entered the market right on the next candlestick that broke below the engulfing candle, and then look what happened. We went down. So at this point, a lot of traders would probably be happy. Right? This is a good point. Now people are happy. It's going in the right direction. So we're good. And then we saw this big bullish engulfing candle, right? Big bullish engulfing candle. And then this is where I said a crucial thing about patience. Because one, you have to let the trade run a little bit because you want to make sure you don't cut it too short. And two, well, people see this big bullish engulfing candle, and right away they're going to think, okay, so I have to close the trade. Right? I have to close the trade. This is a buy signal, so I'm closing everything. And then they're going to close their trade. But look what happened here. We went a little bit above, and then strong candle down, and then went down. And we're finally able to hit the target at 2 to 1 reward to risk. Now, the point I want to mention here is that, yes, you have to be patient, because from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., we didn't do anything. We were just watching the market, doing other stuff. We were not trading at all. We were just waiting to see what direction the market would go in. And the second thing I want to talk about is that whenever you're going to see a big bullish sign like this, if you're in a downtrend, right? Let's say you're in a downtrend and you're going to see this big bullish engulfing candle. Then you have to ask yourself, is this valid? Because then you're short, right? You're short. You've sold on that pair. Then you have to ask yourself, is this a good signal, a valid signal to buy right now? And if it's not, then you don't have any reason to crash the trade. If it's a good valid signal to buy, then maybe you should consider closing the trade and potentially even taking the opposite trade. But in that case, it's not a good buying signal. It's not a valid signal. Why? Because one, we're in a downtrend. Okay, so clear downtrend here. We had this strong breakdown, strong volume here. And two, we didn't even go above the bullish engulfing candle. See, the high of the candle is right there, and we didn't even cross the high of the candle. So two reasons why this setup is not valid to enter a buy trade. That's really what I want to talk about. So what are you going to be in a trade? And you ask yourself, well, should I close the trade? I had this big bullish signal. But actually, just ask yourself, is this a good signal to buy or to take the opposite trade? And if so, well, you might reconsider the trade. You might crash the trade, or you might enter the opposite direction. But if it's not a valid setup to enter, and I really mean to put an entry right there, then you don't have any reason to do anything. You just have to wait, and you have to be patient. But that's a big key because people are going to spend too much time, way too much time trading while they don't have any trade to take. See, we could probably, I'm sure people are going to be trading in that range. Right? They see a range, they're going to buy and sell, but then they're going to be like, they're going to be hit really hard, right? When they buy after an engulfing here, they're going to be stopped out like there. And they're going to do everything like that. So the point is really to be patient here. And one of the guy got the lesson today, I think. I hope it's going to be more patient, but it's really the whole point of this video. So I hope this is useful. If so, please like the video. Let me know what you think. And check out the Facebook group at thisarttotrade.com/group. You can join the Facebook group and it's for free. So it's a good way to meet other traders, talk with traders, and do whatever you want. So you're going to be able to improve. And that's the goal. So I hope this is useful and let me know what you think.